Research can be exciting, but let's be honest. Digging through hundreds of papers, organizing citations, and writing literature reviews, that part can feel endless and overwhelming. If you're a researcher, you would obviously know that the most draining and the most time-consuming part of research is literature review. We know that with the advent of AI these days, we can do a lot of these things very easily. The problem with most of the AI tools these days is the information is not trustworthy, not synthesized properly, which makes it extremely broad and time-consuming to organize them. Imagine what if an AI tool could do all the heavy lifting for you and complete all the time-consuming research tasks on your behalf. So in today's video, I'm reviewing a powerful new research assistant called AnswerThis. So AnswerThis is an AI-based tool designed to save hours of work by helping your search, summarize, and organize academic content smarter and faster. It analyzes over 200 million research papers and reliable internet sources to provide comprehensive literature review. Whether you're a student, a researcher writing long academic papers, or even a research professional writing practical reports, this tool will be an absolute game changer. So let's dive into this video, and I'm going to show you how you can use AnswerThis, a game-changing AI-based research tool that will save hours of your work by doing all the heavy lifting for you. So in this part, I'm going to give you a hands-on demonstration of how to use AnswerThis. So we will go straight to its website, which is answerthis.io. So now I'm inside its website. So in the website, as you can see that this product has already been adopted by researchers from some of the top universities like Cambridge and Oxford and Stanford. So that suggests that the product has already started to gain some traction. The other features of the product is very briefly summarized on the website, but I'm going to take you straight to inside the product so I can give you the hands-on demonstration of some of the key features of AnswerThis. So you'll have to either sign up if you're a new user, or if you're already an existing user, then you will sign in. I'm a pro user and I've already signed up, so I'm gonna hit sign up. So here it will ask me to enter all of my details, so I'll have to put in all of my details. So since I've already logged in before, so my details are already in here. So if I click here, that will take me straight away inside. So it will ask me to log back again. So I'll log back again, and now I am inside AnswerThis's main interface. So let me give you a very brief hands-on demonstration. Obviously, in a short video, it's not possible to explain all of the amazing features of this product, but I'll just focus on some of the key features that I really like about AnswerThis. So on the sidebar here, you can find all of the features like literature review, tailored guides, AI writer, which writes everything for you using AI. There's a smart library section where you can embed all of your different search into the library. Searching options. Project is where you can create separate projects for each of your research areas. Citation mapping is perhaps the best tool that I like about AnswerThis. And diagram maker is also another very useful tool which you can use to create amazing diagram and visuals and decision matrix, historical timeline map, and etc. So if you start with the literature review section, we will do a literature review, and what this will do, this will create a comprehensive literature review for us. So let's say we'll start with the topic, which is the emergence of artificial intelligence. All right, so the thing that I love about AnswerThis, it has lots of filtering options, so you can choose whichever applies for your case. A structured literature review is the most obvious one, but there are some other options like dynamic research assistant and deep research, which are used for different purposes. Minimum citations, so you can set up a minimum threshold of how many citations you want. So let's say I'm going to say at least 20 citations. Then you can also enable turbo mode, which will look for the information much faster. And there's some other options for searching database as well. So you can choose database, which are the obvious database that you want to use, or you can just keep it very broad and search all over the web. Another very handy feature is the journal quality. So if you're a researcher, you would already know that there are different quartiles of the journals based on their quality. So quartile 1 stands for journals that are within the top 20% journals, then Q2, Q3, and Q4. So you can select whichever type of journal article that you want to find. And the publication date is also where you can limit your search within the date. So let's say we're going to search from 01, let's say 2015, and we want to search maybe 2025. So now it will start looking for the information. Now this takes a while to find the information, but I like how it gives different general knowledge information here. I found this extremely interesting, and I read all of these, which really pleases my scholarly appetite. It takes about 1 to 3 minutes to find the information, depending on how rigorous your search is going to be. So we now have received the result of our literature review search. As you can see, there's a very comprehensive literature review based on the last 10 years data on this field. And on this side, you can see all the papers that are consulted to develop this literature review. So the citations, index citations are there. The name of the papers are also in there. So this is very useful. So you can have different visualization, how you want to see the list of these papers as well. For instance, if you want to see a table view, this will generate a table containing all of these papers. I remember during my PhD journey, I had to prepare a table of all the literature review that I conducted, and it took me probably a month worth of time to summarize all the papers, generate a list like this. So you can get that visualization quite easily here. And in terms of this literature review, as you can see how rigorous this is with all the index citations. So if we scroll down all the way to the bottom, we can see some additional options. By the way, here's another option, how you're gonna list all of your references, whether APA or Harvard, whichever style you prefer, to generate this literature review. So if we scroll down further, we can export this either as PDF or document, or we can even copy the whole text and paste it in our own Word file. We can repopulate these filters as well, so we can customize our search again if we are not happy with the output. There are a few other features which I'm going to demonstrate as well. One feature that I like is the papers could be saved in your library. So imagine if I like this paper, I can save it to my library. If I like this paper, I'll save it to my library. So all of these papers will be listed in my library here. This is the library section. So whichever project or whichever research area I'm working and I like the papers, I can save to the library. Another interesting feature is the AI writer, which is sort of a text editor. So we can edit this literature review with a text editor, and this is also using the power of AI. So the same literature review table will be brought into the text editor section, and then we can edit and reformat this if we don't like the production of the literature review from the previous section. So this is also another great feature. So library section is where we'll see all of the list of papers that we have used or we have liked these papers. So these are the papers that I have liked and I want to add them to my library so I can read them later. Let's talk about the guide section. So this feature is also amazing, and this has been newly introduced. So this is a voice assisted demonstration of all the key features of this product. So let's say if you want to explore citation map, and if you're not clear what a citation map is, so you simply go to citation map and get started, and this will give a voice assisted demonstration of this feature.
Hi, let's walk through how you can set up a citation map using AnswerThis. Start by selecting the search bar.
So this is a very useful addition to its service of AnswerThis. For those of your auditory learner, you will find tremendous value from this feature as well. Now we'll go to the project section. So the project section is where you can line up all the various research projects that you will be working on. So currently I'm working on a few projects which are digital marketing, artificial intelligence, social entrepreneurship. So this gives me a bucket of information. So I can list all of my search criteria, all of my library resources and recent queries. Everything will be lined up in these various sections. Every time I come back to this, I will find all of my previous search results or all the data that I have used. So I do not have to double up my effort every time. Another very interesting feature of AnswerThis, and the one that I like most, is citation mapping. So citation map, let me give you a demonstration of what citation map is. So a citation map visually displays how academic works such as papers or authors cite and connect to each other. And citation map helps researchers trace the evolution of ideas, identify influential studies, and find relevant literature more efficiently. So it's a really powerful tool for literature review. Perhaps I'll leave the more discussion on citation mapping for another video, but let me give you a very quick demonstration of how you can generate a citation map using AnswerThis. So we'll go to the search bar and we will type artificial intelligence, which is the topic of our interest, as we have been using this term consistently throughout this whole demonstration. So we'll just search all the papers to develop a citation map. Now for citation mapping, you have to set one paper as the origin and see the corresponding relationship all the other papers with this paper. So let's say we will put this paper as origin. Now there could be different criteria based on which you can consider which paper to select as the origin paper, but we're just randomly selecting one paper as the origin. So now, as you can see, it's adding origin paper and populating the citation map. So we'll hide the controls, and we can see the corresponding relationship of this paper with all the other papers as well. So there could be different criteria based on which you're generating your citation mapping, but it just visually shows the relationship. So for different type of journal articles, citation maps are being used, and it's also a very useful tool as well. Another very interesting feature of AnswerThis is the diagram generator, which I found very useful. So with this feature, you can create different types of diagrams for which you have to spend hours of your time fiddling in your computer and create this diagram. Using the power of artificial intelligence, AnswerThis will create various types of diagrams like flowchart, class diagram, Gantt chart, timeline, mind mapping. So this is useful for both researchers and professionals as well. So let me give you a very quick demonstration of diagram generator as well. So let's say we will generate a timeline for any specific topic. Since my topic of interest is social entrepreneurship, so I want to create a timeline map of the historical origin of social entrepreneurship. So in the search bar, I'll write history of social entrepreneurship, and we'll ask AnswerThis to generate a diagram on the history of social entrepreneurship. So now it's working to generate a timeline diagram, which is a chronological event of the history of the social entrepreneurship. So there we go. We have a very succinct and an amazing diagram, a timeline map on the history of social entrepreneurship. Now, I really have a very small screen because I'm using my MacBook Air, but if we just download this and we can see this. So here we go. This is an amazing visual timeline map of the history of social entrepreneurship with specific references to scholars and some key events as well. So similarly, we can use other diagram generator and create other diagrams as well. I work as a project manager now in the Australian state government, and I use Gantt chart quite frequently. So I can also use the Gantt chart feature as well to create some Gantt chart related to various projects and programs related to the areas that I'm working. So that was a quick tour of AnswerThis. So as a researcher, I found AnswerThis extremely useful, and I think it's a solid AI tool that can make the life of researchers very easy. Yeah, but of course, no tool is perfect, so I would definitely recommend users to verify this, use it on your own, and understand if this product is a right fit for you. I found AnswerThis as a right fit for me, given the work that I do as a researcher, and even in my professional writing as well, I use AnswerThis quite extensively. And since I've collaborated with AnswerThis on this video, part of this collaboration, they're offering a very special discount for the users who will use AnswerThis. For a very limited time, if you click into the link below, you will receive 100% free access of AnswerThis, which otherwise you had to pay a lot of money to buy the paid version. If you found this video useful, make sure to subscribe to this channel, because in this channel I talk about evaluation, research and data, and a lot of my professional experience from the research field as well. Make sure to put a thumbs up as well, and don't forget to share with a friend who might be buried under the piles of research. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in other videos. Happy researching!